Hello everyone, Jules here. I am here to share with you a secret today. No, it's not dirty. No, it's hopefully very helpful. It's something that I figured out over the last 3 years since the pandemic started, and I was trying to figure out what in the hell was going on. So it's pretty cool, and I don't know, maybe other people utilize this strategy, but it's a way to ascertain truth, or at least, 90% try to get the truth, because as it's becoming clearer and clearer, it's very difficult to pin that down. Probably for the last 30 years, but now we're all kind of going, oh, wow, okay, where is it? But see, now we have all these independent news sources, and that makes it great because they're independent and there's so many of them, but it's also overwhelming, I found. And so when I started, venturing out of, the regular sources that I use to really find out things, I said, well, how am I going to know who's telling the truth? And do I believe this one or that one? So what I started to do is this thing that I call triangulating and triangle, right? So if I listen to 4 or 5 or 6 different individual speakers, right? They might call themselves truth tellers or journalists or whatever online. I like to look at independent platforms where they don't censor, which I think there's only 2 or 3 of them. Rumble, BitChute. There's probably more. I think X is like that now, supposedly. So anyway, what you do is you listen to these different sources, and then you'll find that there's an overlap, right, in what they're saying, and this piece matches that one, matches the other one, and then you can say, okay, well, I heard that from at least 3 sources, so let me just, think that that's closer to the truth anyway than just some rogue this or that. The other thing that I found that was really helpful is to find sources that you resonate with, but not just on one plane, right? So I found spiritual sources that I really enjoy. I found some that are geopolitically steeped in geopolitical news. I found a couple that are really steeped in constitutional law. I found some that were, mysticism and tarot. I found some that were, what else? There are lots of different ones, financially, just global financials is a, whole breadth in itself. But sometimes, and this is the cool thing, when you get them from these separate places, like if I get my spiritual places are telling me this, and also the geopolitical news places are telling me this, which are, they're coming from different angles, then I start to say, there's something to this. This makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you. Anyway, I'm sure it does. You're all brilliant. So anyway, the last piece of this, which I want to add is, and this is really important, once you've gotten a concept or an idea, and, maybe a lot of this is not that important to you, but it should be, because there's a lot going on right now, and we have to be the ones to move forward and create this new world the way we want it. And it needs to be sovereign. It needs to be each individual's humanity comes first and foremost. No centralized governments. We can't have things all centralized. Certainly not a world government, please. But so when you get a concept or an idea and it's put on your plate and you've triangulated it, then you want to go in your heart space with it and find the truth for you on that. Because the truth for you is not necessarily, an absolute everywhere. So this is my process. This is what I've been doing. And like I said, for 3 years, I've been kind of building it and getting closer with sources that I really enjoy regularly. And I started out with a bunch of them that just blew my doors off, showing me new things and like documentaries. So I made a list for everybody, And I think it's pretty cool. I'll post it. But there's so many good sources, you guys. I mean, you know, not even the ones that are the most popular. And I love listening to Joe Rogan, but like Joe Rogan, Matt Taibbi, Dr. Martin, Russell Brand, Greg Braden, Ishmael Perez, there's just oodles of them. I mean, I couldn't even mention all of them. So Joe Dispenza is always good. And these people are not always giving you this, you know, update in the news. But, you know, X22 does that. And then you can, you know, sort of make your own distinctions about how you'd like to move forward, because you're integral in creating what's going to happen in the next couple of years. And then from then on, because we're at a pivotal point. I mean, that's one thing that almost everyone agrees on. This year is a big year. It's a big year. Anyway, I'm happy to be entering this big year with all of you. And I love all of you. And we're all in this together. And peace, blessings. Bye.